Have you ever walked away from a conversation and actually reflected on what you said? Do you sometimes catch yourself mid-reaction and wonder, why am I reacting like this? If that sounds familiar, you may already be more self-aware than most people around you. But here's the twist. Self-awareness isn't always obvious. And the most self-aware people do certain things so quietly, others never even notice. Today, we'll uncover the 15 subtle things only highly self-aware people do. Let's find out how many you already practice. Psychologists define self-awareness as your ability to monitor your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in real time. It's the first building block of emotional intelligence. But while 95% of people think they're self-aware, studies show only about 10 to 15% actually are. So what separates the truly self-aware from the rest? Let's begin. 1. They pause before reacting. Instead of snapping back, they pause. They take a breath. They sit with the emotion just long enough to respond intentionally instead of reacting on impulse. 2. They question their own motives. They don't just ask, "What did I do?" They ask, "Why did I do it?" Not to blame themselves, but to understand their inner world more clearly. 3. They admit when they're wrong, quickly. Their ego doesn't run the show. If they're wrong, they'll say it, quickly, calmly, clearly, because to them, truth matters more than pride. 4. They notice their emotional triggers. They can feel it happening. Their body tenses, the tone changes, the emotion flares up, and instead of ignoring it, they name it. This is anger. This is fear. This is shame. That name gives them power. 5. They seek feedback, even the hard stuff. They don't just want praise, they want truth. They'll ask, "How did that land with you? Was I being fair?" Not because they crave approval, but because they crave growth. 6. They set boundaries without guilt. They say no with love. They leave with grace. They speak up without attacking. Self-awareness gives them clarity, and that clarity makes space for kindness. 7. They reflect but don't ruminate. They replay the day, not to punish themselves, but to learn from it. And when the lesson lands, they let the rest go. 8. They notice patterns in their behavior. They don't just notice bad days, they notice patterns. I always burn out when I overcommit. I shut down when I feel unheard. And then, they start changing the pattern. 9. They feel the energy in a room and adjust their presence without losing themselves. If things feel off, they ask, "What am I bringing into this space?" Because they know, and they're not just in the room, they influence the room. 10. They tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable. Self-aware people speak honestly, not harshly, not passively, just truthfully, because they know connection without truth isn't real connection. 11. They don't need to win every argument. They know when to walk away. They don't fight to be right. They fight to understand, or not at all, because peace is more important than proving a point. 12. And they hold themselves accountable internally. They don't say, "You made me act this way." They ask, "What part of me allowed this? What can I learn from this?" That's not blame, that's power. 13. They know a thought isn't always the truth. Not every voice in your head deserves your belief. Self-aware people notice, "That's my fear talking. That's insecurity, not insight." They don't follow every thought blindly. They observe it first. 14. They make space for silence. They aren't afraid to be still, to be alone, to be quiet, because they know stillness speaks the loudest truths. 15. They lead with curiosity, not judgment. When someone acts out, they don't jump to blame. They wonder, what pain is behind this? What's really going on here? Their compassion starts where assumptions end. So what do all these habits have in common? They're slow, subtle, mostly invisible to the outside world, but together they build something rare, true inner clarity, because self-awareness isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest with yourself and with the world. If you recognized even a few of these habits in yourself, celebrate that. Self-awareness isn't a switch. It's a skill, and you're already practicing it. You're paying attention. You're reflecting. You're growing. And that matters. Which of these signs showed up for you today? Let us know in the comments. We read everyone. Your reflection might help someone else reflect too. If you found this valuable, please like this video, share it, and subscribe for more weekly content to help you grow from the inside out. And remember, self-awareness is the first step to self-healing. We'll see you in the next one.